East All-Stars. Anthony out there with LeBron James. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then there's Lowry. And it's George in at the 3, the small forward.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Right side, Westbrook. Leonard kicks to Curry. From downtown, that's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Curry's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The drive by Lowry. And Durant sends it back. They recover it. Here's George. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
And Bryant gets it to go. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Lowry kicks to Anthony. There's the pick. Nobody near George. And it's off from three-point range. At the elbow, Westbrook. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And James throws it down.
And you're talking about a power surge. That's how you power that thing down.
He went hard to the hoop, Clark, and didn't disappoint when he got there.
Yeah, ain't no reason to be passive now. You have got to go in attack mode.
Now here's Leonard. Right side Curry. Here's the 3. Can't hit. Good work defensively by Lowry. On defense, the West All-Stars. Finished off the break. Lowry's got his first points in this one.
That was a smart pass by Wade that time.
Curry dishes to Durant. Pass to Westbrook from outside the arc. But they get it back. East grabs the miss. Here's the break. Wade with no one around. The rebound by Kobe Bryant.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
And the basket by Curry. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's James. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Kevin Durant. The East All-Stars shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Kobe. And James drills them both. And so here are the West All-Stars. They trail by 1. Westbrook kicks to Curry. And Leonard has it in the corner. Outside Westbrook. Here's Curry. Again, Curry missing.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Wade outside. Back to Lowry. Here's Anthony. Great D that time from Durant.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Out left to the wing. Here's Curry with the 3. Curry with another miss. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Earlier, I was able to catch up with Mike Budenholzer. We talked about the game, and Coach made it clear that he was going to do everything he could to have a very small presence in the game. These guys know what they're doing, and nobody wants to see me calling timeouts or anything. I'm going to roll the ball out and let them play. Just what players could hope for.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
LeBron sets the screen for Lowry. Pulls up. High post. The shot will not go. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. Westbrook passes to Leonard. Durant dishes to Curry. Back to Leonard. Westbrook kicks to Curry. Shot clock at 5. Shoots the 3. Again, Curry missing.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Durant. Aldridge comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Thompson, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And Paul's subbed in for Curry. Now, here's Thompson. Offensive rebound from past the arc. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. It's stolen by Green. Inside. And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist by Thompson.
Timely been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Paul against DeRozan. Lets a floater go. It's rebounded by Paul.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
Thompson from long range. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And the lead goes right back. What a seesaw affair we've got going on.
This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can quite grab hold of it. Like a slippery bar of soap there. Somebody's got to take charge here.
And here we go. Paul heading to the hoop. And it's blocked by DeRozan. And he's able to get it back. Thompson for 3. He got it! Wow. He caught it!
My goodness.
Wow, what a...
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the East All-Stars, Chris Bosh is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Thomas in at the point guard position. Just 4 to shoot. Harden's shot is off. Butler passes to Thomas. Bosh, a screen on Thompson. To the paint. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Chris Bosh. Ball against Thomas. Stolen by Thomas. Pushing it up. Here's DeRozan. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. DeRozan's got 4 this quarter.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Harden gets the bucket. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck, how about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
That's not the visual I was looking for right now, but there have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Paul Millsap's checked in for the East. Paul comes in for Thomas. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. DeRozan, no good. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. Harden kicks to Thompson. Over to the left wing. Paul, no one around him. Drains it from beyond the arc. Now it's a 5-point West All-Star lead. Passes it to Butler. The feed to Millsap. Millsap a screen. Butler kicks to Wall. Drummond sets the screen for Wall. It's Drummond with the drive. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. East All-Stars have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. That one is off. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Kevin Durant's checked in for Cousins. Anthony Davis comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Bryant is checked in for Thompson. And it's Stephen Curry in for Chris Paul. Paul George is checked in for the East. Wade comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Here's Wade, and Durant sends it back. Harden right side. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
LeBron, he's checked in for the East.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And Millsap slams it in.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch. And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Curry can't get it to go. And here's the East. It's a 3-point game. Wall. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Here's Curry with the 3. Again, Curry missing.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And Davis sends it back. Wall with the steal. Here's Wade. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Curry against LeBron. Outside Durant, back to Harden. Can't get it to go. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Catching up on changes for the West. Green, he's checked in for Durant. Kawhi Leonard comes in for James Harden. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Curry.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Lowry kicks to Millsap. There's the screen. Off the pick. They get it again. And Davis sends it back. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. And some changes here for the East. Marsh comes in for Paul Millsap. And Thomas subbed in for Dwayne Wade. .111 left in the first half. Here's Bosch. Second chance shot. Good on that shot. And with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from LeBron. 59 seconds left in the first half. And it's Green with the jam.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Lowry. It's stolen by Green.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation. Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Lowry against Westbrook. Can't hit. Good work defensively by Lowry. Kicks to Carmelo. It's rebounded by the West.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over. And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. West All-Stars out in front, up 5. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
Well, their playmakers were in top form tonight.
That does it for halftime.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
Take a look at what Curry's done. He has 8 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Curry is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Bryant, then it's Durant, and it's Leonard in at the 4 slot. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. And it's good.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
James against Durant. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from LeBron. LeBron's gone 4 for 4 from the field. Perfect so far. Curry, good.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Now the East All-Stars with it. Lowry kicks to Wade. And he converts the layup.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time. You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
And Westbrook, here we go. Right side Curry. He dishes it to Durant. Outside, Kobe. And stolen by James.
Well, that was really a gift there. A nice steal, but probably a pass that shouldn't have been made in the first place.
Right.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
It's a close game here in Toronto. Durant dishes to Bryant. And the miss, not the best shot selection there. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success. Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Durant. Aldridge comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Bryant. And it's Paul in for Steph Curry.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And Thompson kicks to Aldridge. And here's Westbrook from the arc. East grabs the miss. Drummond's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Aldridge, the pass to Thompson. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. And it's 9 points for Klay Thompson. And Wall. Here we go now. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows? Crafty pass work there, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
Paul outside. Thompson outside. He feeds it to Cousins. It's tipped. It's stolen by Wall. And here we go. Here's DeRozan. Count the basket and the foul. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
Looking at who's out there now for the West. Davis is checked in for Cousins. Green comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's James Harden in for Russell Westbrook. Timeout called, East All-Stars.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Here's Millsap, and he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Millsap's got the game tied up here for the East All-Stars. Millsap's gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. Green with the ball. Now guarded by DeRozan. Harden dishes to Davis. Back to Paul. 6 on the shot clock. No good on the 3.
Not good shot selection. Long range and a defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them. They just have not been able to handle DeRozan. He has 8 points and a block. Don't underestimate how important he's been.
And this is what we see when we talk about potential. He's tapped into it today, guys.
Chris Bosh is checked in for the East. Isaiah Thomas comes in for John Wall. And Chris Bosh with the slam.
And, guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt. But still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
104 left in the third. Harden against DeRozan. Harden kicks to Aldridge. Davis, the pass to Harden. Wide open. And that one goes long.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Here's DeRozan. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Ready?
And it's a 4-point East All-Star lead.
I've really appreciated their activity in the post today. I mean, their movement down low has been great.
Oh, that's right on the money. They've generated a lot of easy opportunities on the inside. They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And Drummond kicks to Butler. And DeRozan. Here we go. And Davis sends it back. Inside. At the elbow, Green. Harden has a wide open look. They grab their own miss. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. And here are the East All-Stars now. They lead by 1. On the floor for the East All-Stars, starting the fourth. Paul George is out there with Anthony. Then it's Thomas. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Bosh in at the 5 spot. No luck. Nice D from Cousins. Thompson from long range. That drops. Thompson's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the West All-Stars. Thomas against Thompson. Thomas dishes to George. All alone. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Wow, the fans are really getting their money's worth tonight. What an entertaining ball game.
Up to this point, Greg, it's been almost impossible to separate these teams. I think this one's going to be close all the way.
And here we go. No good from Wade.
How about him there, just bodying him up to make him alter the trajectory on that shot?
Definitely some very sound defense played on that trip.
defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. Shot is off. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. George with the bucket.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
Just a tiny lead for him.
Yeah, but a chance to make it grow here.
Leonard, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. On its way from Curry for 2. Again, Curry missing. The East All-Stars on offense. Wade passes to Carmelo. On the wing, George. Fires the 3. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Curry gets the bucket.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Timeout called, East All-Stars. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He's been locked in from deep. They're giving him too much breathing room and definitely paying the price for it.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike Budenholzer was discussing with his guys. He gave his guys the green light to keep firing from downtown, telling them, listen, I like the work you're doing out there. Keep finding those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
Thanks again, Doris. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 5 assists in the game.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Here's Wade. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy.
The kick out to Bryant. Westbrook with it. Wade picks him up. Just 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And you can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Durant's checked in for the West. And Wall kicks to George. Down low. Anthony down low. He's covered by Westbrook. Anthony with the screen on Bryant. Stepped in the line out of bounds there, and that will cost them the possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Westbrook kicks to Curry. Lets it fly. And good. He nails it. Curry's got 15 points in just the second half.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
Timeout called, East All-Stars. Here's George. They set the pick. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Here's Wade. No good off the front iron.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by... Bryant.
That is just a careless turnover.
.137 left in the fourth. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Wall.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that.
Curry kicks to Leonard. Outside Bryant, and Curry has it in the corner. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. That's 28 points for Steph Curry.
Just dialed in from the three-point line in this. Fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on him with the triple.
And he gets it to go. And it's 6 points for Dwayne Wade.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start. Buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
The pass to Leonard. Outside Curry. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the East All-Stars.
And if they know what's good for him, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball into three-point territory.
And you're right there, Clark, because anything less than lockdown defense on him is going to result in a triple.
Left side, Leonard. Back to Curry. And Leonard has it in the corner. Outside Curry. It falls!
Well, I tell you what, Steph Curry, somebody lit a fire under him.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Feeds to George. Shoots it. And Durant sends it back. But they recover it.
No time to spare. They need a bucket.
Without question. Then maybe a steal or a foul to get the clock stopped as well.
And that's an intentional foul. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And the second of two is good. That puts them up by 5. Timeout called, East All-Stars. They're trailing by 5. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
You know what? It isn't over yet. A quick score and a foul?
And perhaps a few missed free throws, and they're right back in it. So it all has to happen fast, but it could happen.
And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Bryant.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
.16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. George. Yes! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Well, Paul George has been sensational.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, how about the nerves there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
To the paint, out to Anthony to tie it up. Count it! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. Here's Westbrook. Count it!
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
So a close game sees the West All-Stars taking this one.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game. Let's go to Shaq. What can you say about his performance?
I don't know if there's a fan base.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal,